everyone, Giselle here from Ego Beauty, bringing you NTNA Season 7, Challenge number 7, sponsored by Gel 2. First of all, thank you all so much for your love and support during my journey in the NTNA Season 7. Please don't forget to stay safe and healthy during these difficult times, and hopefully this video will cheer you up a little bit. For this set, we were asked to create a New York set inspired in 3D form. I was inspired by New York iconic elements. From the high-rises to the Brooklyn Bridge, the food, the history, the art, New York has so much to offer, and I definitely wanted to represent all that in this set. So stay tuned for more details on this design, and don't forget to subscribe.
New York, the Big Apple, is the city that never sleeps, and of course glow in the dark to emphasize that. Start with a heart shape made of modeling clay and use Gel 2 base coat to create the mold. We'll need several layers until the mold is sturdy enough to remove the clay. Perfect shape using your E-file. Create a leaf and stem for our big apple and detail with a cuticle stick just before curing. When painting stripes, make sure to outline first and then fill in. Cure each time to prevent the color from bleeding. Use a long liner brush for easier manipulation. Add glow acrylic onto the white wet layer and then cure. This technique is also called sugaring. Repeat the process on the stars. Next, for the artwork piece, start by flattening a thin layer of 4D gel onto a form paper. Cure and then place the nail tips to form the frame and attach with 4D gel. I wanted to create a modern abstract interpretation of the Statue of Liberty with a hint of pop art, because pop art draws inspiration from popular and commercial culture, and you can definitely find that in New York. Blend the colors together and use a thin detailer brush to create the outline of the painting. Add white gel polish diluted with alcohol for a smoky effect. Now mix 4D gel with acrylic and roll it gently. Then twist and use a brush to help create a pretzel. Go ahead and create a few more shapes with 4D gel and make sure to dip your brush on the sculpting solution often to prevent it from sticking to the gel. Keep in mind that the more solution you use, the runnier the gel will be. For the masks, start on a flat surface, then bend the form paper and finish shaping and cure while holding the forming shape. Add a few logos on the painting's frame and attach all the 3D elements to make our pop art come to life. Add color and detail and use gel to no cleanse top coat on the 3D elements. To create the street sign, start by shaping the post on the nail and cure. Create the base and press the nail into it. Cure while holding in place. Now use a big bead to create the iconic drop ball. Shape and put a pin into the bead while still soft and then cure. Attach the ball and signs and add color. Go ahead and paint each word, curing often to prevent smudging. I love interactive art, so for these iconic New York yellow taxis, start by creating the shape on form paper and cure. Repeat the process a few times to add thickness so that we can carve the shape. When filing, press firmly and use the edge of the file for the smaller sides and be very precise. Make sure to keep checking all angles to get a symmetric shape and file away. Drill a hole into the base of the taxi and attach a pin to form a T-bar. It's the smaller touches that elevate the design, so add color and detail for a more realistic look. Next, paint half of the nail and sugar the other half. Then create the checker pattern with evenly distributed squares. Now, attach nails together with a bit of 4D gel on each side and hold in place when curing. To create our high rises, pre-draw shape and create one side at a time. After buffing, attach sides with 4D gel. Then, flatten a bit of 4D gel and press the high rise into it. Then cure, and now you have a roof. File to perfect each side of the high rise. You'll want to focus especially on the edges of each side to define them and make them fit evenly. We'll be creating the illusion of windows by adding color and highlights on each piece. Create the New York sign and shape with sanding paper to get where the hand-filed won't fit. Then create the illusion of the letters being buildings by drawing small rectangles that resemble windows. For the bridge, you'll need to create all the pieces separately. Don't forget to file and buff each piece. Then use gel polish to create the cables and make sure to connect all the smaller lines to the main one or it will break. Do a second layer and be gentle when removing from the form as the thinner lines will be more delicate. Attach all pieces and color. Dilute the gel polish with alcohol for the watercolor effect. Reveal is coming up! And here we are! Thank you so much for watching and special thanks to Gel2 for sponsoring this challenge.